Hi all, this is Dr. J at 11, streaming to you live from Eastern Long Island, where it's HHH, hazy, hot, and humid. Yes, we're in the dog days of summer, and it's so sultry out there that Dr. J decided to keep cool in air conditioning for most of the day. Took an early morning walk, and that was it. We just watched the market and traded a little bit. The trading that I did was buying CVM, cel-sci. And why did I buy cel-sci? Because it broke its previous high at the beginning of that beautiful U-shaped pattern, which we'll take a look at a little later in this broadcast. But I've been a follower of CVM. I've been in and out of CVM for a very long time. I'm not sure how many years, but it goes back to the original panic over H1N1, the bird flu. And everybody and their brothers started buying every kind of stock that had anything to do with bird flu. And the same was true with SARS, a short-lived disease, where everybody and their brother was buying the SARS stocks. Many of them are one and the same. I remember buying AVII, which later became Sarepta's Therapeutics. I had spoken to the president of the company about, can he cure bird flu? I got an affirmative response, and I know they were involved. I didn't talk to Gert Kirsten, the CEO of CVM, but I made handsome profits from investing in CVM during that craze. CVM had a huge run from 30 cents to who knows what. I don't remember anymore. So CVM has had a lot of these little runs, and Dr. J has profited from some of them. But I always regarded the CEOs of these bird flu companies as a little bit the notch below other CEOs of more real established companies. But through the years, I've learned to respect Gert. I think he has grown in stature. He's been involved in some big key conferences and played a good role in them. I think he is now a respected part of the immunotherapy community, and he certainly has had his share of fame, I guess. It's beginning with those bird stocks. He had the Leaps technology back then. He still has Leaps technology in the pipeline, but the real hot one now is Multikine, which is some kind of interferon, interleukin, whatever it is, drug. I'm not really that well versed into the science, but I do know that there's nothing been approved for head and neck squamous cell cancer for a very long time. So there's an unmet need, and Gert has his company well positioned to get approval, I believe, from the FDA. We'll have to wait till the beginning of 2019 to find out. But in the meanwhile, what's to stop CVM from having a well-deserved run? As the CEO pointed out in his letter to shareholders, other immunotherapy stocks like Juno and Kite had much higher valuations when they were sold. I don't know if he named them, but I'm naming them. I made a lot of money on Kite, but not as much as I did on Juno, because Kite I sold before the takeout. Juno I held on to and kept buying like as low as 20 or 15. So I did quite well when it got taken out, I think in the 60s. So let's just take a quick look with screen share at the chart of CVM. We'll take a look at that beautiful U that we were talking about. Takes a second. And I'm sharing my screen with you. And now let's go to CVM Interactive Stock. It's finance.yahoo.com for those of you who would like to know where the chart is from. And I'm going to take a drink of water, so hold on a minute. Better. So I call this a U. It's really not a U, but close enough. We had a high back here on June 27th, a day after we gapped down. Well, I mean, it was actually the gap down day. The high then was 180. It then sold off to a low of, I guess, 83 pennies and came all the way back. Remember when it was about a week ago? I drew your attention to it on 8/21 when it hit a high of $1.69. So it was a stock that I was watching, and when it took out the old 180 high, I said it was time to go in, and that's exactly what I did. And I will add on any dips. I am convinced that CVM, cel-sci, will take out the 278, 279 resistance area, fill that gap, and probably keep on going. It's a very low market cap, as your chairman and CEO pointed out, and probably too low considering the prospects, both the immediate phase 3 trial data and other clinical data due out on Leap's technology later on. So considering the fundamentals, considering the technicals, I am now convinced that it's more than just a roll of the dice, as I characterized it earlier. I believe it's a real thing. It has every right to call itself an immunotherapy company. And who knows, maybe this will cause a rally ultimately in immunotherapy stocks when CVM is the next stock to get taken out, the next CPXX to go from pennies to be bought out at 36. I think most of you wouldn't mind that. I know I wouldn't, as I have plans to continue to add to my position. So all in all, what can I say? I'm very high on CVM once again. I have a newfound respect for your chairman and CEO, Kurt Gerson. And in summary, it's nice to be back in, and I intend to be a big fan of Gert, of CVM, and of immunotherapy stocks. I'm currently in another immunotherapy stock, OncoSec Medical, which you may have heard me talk about. So now I'm in 2 little baby immunotherapy stocks. Adios, amigos. Nice talking to you. Ciao. See you next time. Hasta mañana. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Great trading. See you all mañana.